Hello everyone, this is the Any Percent 1221 NMG tournament. Swiss round 1. Today we have Noodles Yes versus Expo Grouper. For anyone that hasn't been following, this is a tournament where we're in Hollow tonight, Any Percent 1221 NMG. Should be a race that lasts around somewhere between 40 to 50 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, if you want to do some intros for Noodles.
Yeah, sure. Noodles is probably best known in the community for being currently the only runner of 100% TE on old patches, 118 specifically. But I actually did comms for them doing Hundo, which was good. I know they focused a bit more since then on this than that. As you can see, we managed to get both runners' PBs on screen this time, and hopefully that can become more consistently a thing. But yeah, I'm not fully certain on how much time they've been spending, but I do know that they until recently, were running something very different. So it'll be interesting to see.
And so that's Noodles. Cooper is a Japanese runner, actually. He's from Japan, and he's, I believe, the only Japanese runner in this tournament. Currently has a 3348 PB. I know he's been doing a little bit of 112 stuff to see for he's also submitted 112 to RT in Japan. See if that he gets into that pretty soon. So that'll be fun to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty much it. I think. Are you ready to go?
Yeah, I'm good. Check that our runners are ready, and then we can just get going.
Put in R if they're ready. That's pretty much it. I think. Are you ready to go?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Just waiting on one R, and I think we do have it, so
okay.
Let's do the countdown. Let's count them down. Okay. And there we go. That's the go sign, and they should be off pretty soon. We'll see.
Yeah. Of course, restream delay means that this could take any amount of time.
Yeah.
And
obviously
syncing is a little awkward.
Head start. We are not going to be syncing these. We will be off a little bit by the end anyways because of load time differences.
Yeah.
Also, I believe Cooper has a significantly stronger PC.
Mm.
We have a little bit of timer lag as well, not a big deal. Both off to a start. Noodles a bit shaky, a little bit worrisome, but Noodles
never a fun time getting hit that early in KP.
Yeah, not sure if their timer's moving, at least on the restream.
Yeah.
Look at the bench by Pogo.
Oh, that's awkward.
Restream issue. All right, hold on.
Then we should get a restart.
Restart.
Yeah, if the timer's not going.
I do not have their streams open, so if they don't notice them, we can if one of us could go look at that. We should be seeing.
Okay. Noodles has stopped. But as soon as that happens, we get Noodles timer.
Yeah, we're gonna restart. We're gonna restart.
We're restarting. Okay, cool. Yeah, okay. It was just a stream issue on their end. Gotcha. Yeah. Just had to have a warm-up round. It's all good.
Yep. Just got a quick 1.5 minute warm-up. I just wanted to see if Cooper had memory reset. Counting down again. Counting down. Actually, let's ask for another R.
Yeah.
To see if they're ready.
Get the ready signal, and then we count down and get going.
Yep. Okay. Counting down once again. And there we go. The countdown has been done, and we are just waiting here for the runners to start now.
Yep.
Maybe this will give Noodles a chance to get slightly less, a slightly better start to the King's Pass than last run.
Yeah. The crawler damage always hurts. And not just like in the literal sense.
Not just in the literal sense. KP people arrive, anyone? All right.
Looks like Cooper's timer is a bit ahead of... Yeah.
Not a big deal. We can...
It's just something to keep in mind.
Something to keep in mind. Cooper's timer is a tiny bit ahead of where he actually is.
Yeah.
Already a better start to the King's Pass.
You do, in fact, love to see it.
Both of them do get this Vengefly Pogo. Both of them do very nice.
Yeah.
So with a small mishap, not a big deal. Once again.
Don't mind me forgetting to use the Discord stream we have instead of the Twitch stream.
Yeah. I think we're going to see Cooper with a slightly faster time out of King's Pass.
Yeah.
Of course, King's Pass. Definitely 51. Not indicative of anything we'll see in the rest of the race.
Yeah. 51.8 as opposed to a 54.4. Yeah.
A bit faster. Neil did go for the RNG softball, but did not get it. We're going for the guaranteed softball setup, which does lose a little bit of time, but it's not RNG.
Yeah.
A little bit of a freeze on percent. We're good. Both down to Crossroads. Of course, going over to Vengeful Spirit at this point. Do have to go all the way around. See if either runner gets a good Grizzard chop. Cooper with an amazing, clean Grizzard chop. Niels does get hit out of it.
One hit, but it's alright. Yeah.
Onto double spike.
Yeah.
Good Geo's Prime. Does get it on Cooper's end on the right. Noodles on the left. See if they get this as well.
I think they were a bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
They also it looked like their setup was like a bit further left than I usually see people at for the initial jump. Which I'm not sure how exactly that would affect things because I'm not someone who's thought about Aspid Arena for months, but yeah.
Yeah.
Just a bit off on the timing and positioning, and it goes poorly.
Just a bit off on the timing, a bit more lead for Cooper as he's on to the room before False Night. Very fast, actually.
Yep. Noodles opting not to go for Statue Pogo here. I have found that 1-2-2-1 Statue Pogo timing is so much weirder to me than doing it on 1-4-3-2 plus. Just like the tick-tick cycle is like so much earlier that I end up getting messed up by it.
The cycles are definitely different on the patches as we see Cooper and Noodles both going into False Night here. Cooper very clean left jump. Good
Left
RNG
jump
on that one.
Great, yeah.
Getting plenty of Geo as well. Noodles also getting the left jump, but missed one nail slash. Good RNG though on that slam.
Good RNG on the attack there, meaning they won't get punished for it.
Yep. Both having pretty good false knights. We'll see
where exactly they end up.
A little bit of damage. A little scary. Don't want to be going into green path on any lower than 5 HP if possible.
Yeah. Do we have an exact timing on how far ahead Cooper's timer is? I imagine it's like around 2 seconds, but I haven't actually been paying attention.
We do. But we can see on Mound Exit.
Yeah.
Or Rix can just do the work for us and give us Mound entry. 332, 322, 10-second lead.
10 seconds to start.
We all love Rix. Alright. Both getting Vengeful Spirit and going through Mound. Of course, big-ish RNG point. A lot of people say it's a big RNG point. 50% chance to get a first spit boulder here. We'll see as Cooper comes up to it very shortly. Noodles a little bit behind. 2 fireballs and 1, 2,
third
3.
spit. Okay.
Third spit. Each one loses around, if I remember correctly,
it's like
1.5 seconds.
Yeah, it's like a second to a second and a half.
So about 3 seconds. Not a big deal once again.
I'm now been informed that Cooper's timer is actually now late by a second.
A little late by a second.
Yeah. Which is
the opposite issue. Again, not a big deal. Noodles over here on the left getting a first spit. Perfect RNG.
Taking the bench.
Of going to green path with full health.
No reason to take the chance here.
Not in a race setting.
Yeah.
Alright. Get the quick kill on the right side. Noodles on the left a little bit. Struggling a little bit getting up onto the platform, but making it. Cooper missing the fireball skip, I think.
Yeah. 522 green path entry.
Watching Cooper's practice before the race started, and he was having a little bit of trouble with fireball skips. Hopefully, we don't see any more of that this race, but
yeah, Noodles does get it. But it looks like the lead's grown by like 2 seconds here. Presumably that's mostly because of taking the bench as opposed to and not doing so.
Yep.
Okay. And there's one.
We're getting that one. Very good. We'll see Noodles coming up to that in a little bit. We'll also see Cooper coming up to the third and final fireball skip of 3.
Yep.
They're both basically simultaneously. Cooper a little bit ahead on the fireball skips. Does get it very nicely on the left. Noodles falls down once, but does get it on the second try.
Yeah. Missing the jump there is only like 2 seconds as opposed to actually missing the skip itself.
Yeah.
So it's annoying, but it's not really a cause for concern.
Noodles again taking 1 damage, not perfect, and also you lose a little bit of Geo doing this, but
yeah, you do like getting a bit of Geo from the Moss Charger there. Also killing those husks when possible for the soul, which is interesting to know, as opposed to just going over. Yep. Interesting to see how people handle Green Path Geo here, because I know most people have switched over to Moss Knights, but there are a few runners that are still doing BK.
We'll see what routes each runner takes. Cooper taking Vengefly King.
Yeah, Cooper doing BK, which is interesting.
We won't be seeing Devout Skip on the right side. We'll see what Noodles decides to do here.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I am not really an any percent runner, but I would imagine that like being able to do Devout Skip and like giving yourself a bit more leeway over QGE is the like more reasonable play, but I don't know. It also just like
it's
sets you up to
interesting.
not have to worry about like Shaman Geo in the slightest, right?
Yeah, it's interesting because it's a trade-off, because you do get a little bit of leniency with the quit out, but also you do have to do the skips, which is a little bit hard to do on no practice. Meanwhile,
that's
on the left,
fair.
Noodles going for Vengefly King, and Cooper on the right doing Hornet very clean. We'll see on the left, Noodles doing the Hornet fight as well here.
Yeah, I think that's going to be like a 747, 48 cloak. Oof, those Hornet jumps.
Hornet jumps, and also staggering on the opposite side of the arena, not...
Thankfully, Noodles did have soul there to make it more reasonable, but yeah,
definitely,
still not a thing you want to see ever.
Fight.
Yeah.
Looking Mothman Cloak, getting Dash and Moby seeing, and moving on to Claw here. You can devout skip with City and Incidental, but it's very tight.
You're doing it at that point, you're probably losing time to collecting the extra incidental geo.
If you do have enough, it is an option, but it's very rare that you do.
Yeah.
We're getting...
messing up
falling into the acid, missing the static slash.
You hate to see it. Yeah, Cooper basically doubled his lead over the course of Green Path there. That's... yeah.
Is Noodles the latest patch runner? I'll let you answer that one.
I'm not certain, because, like, obviously, Hundo is run on the old patches. I don't think Noodles has too much 1.2.2.1 experience. I know they've messed around with, I believe it was I believe they were doing 1.5 all skills, but I don't remember whether it was that or 1.2.2.1. Okay, Cooper getting E-Pogo first try, on to Mantis Pogo.
The damage tank strat. Let's see how the Mantis Pogo goes. Very nice.
Very clean. And now just
and
for the
control here.
Yep.
Very good. Very good. We'll see what the quit out time is here. 9:32.
That's 9:32 on re-entry to the menu, I think.
On
like 9:30 quit out. Yeah, I think it was 9, or would it be? I don't know anymore. Noodles going for the Fireball Pogo, getting it.
Does have no soul. Cooper a bit short on Geo. We'll see how he deals with that. 3. I'm not sure if the.
I don't know if you can get there off the Jennifer. I have no idea how much Geo they drop. Yeah, I think
they do drop 3. But...
I think the play is to just kill this Vengefly, but I'm not 100% on that.
Yeah, on the other hand, Noodles very comfy on Geo, having 216, I believe.
Yeah.
Of course, with Gua's mom dropping 50 and her children dropping an extra 14, which you don't see on current patch.
It's 14 from the Gruzzers.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. Enough Geo here, so we're good.
If that only gave 2, that would have been a bit of a conundrum to escape.
I mean, like, you do lure the Aspid from earlier, right?
That is true.
Like, there is that. It's just, it would feel very bad, yeah.
There is the 60, I believe, from the Aspid.
And nice
pattern on the
actually. Yeah. The only Gruzzers that weren't hit by fireballs were right there.
Feels having a bit low on soul going into...
Yeah, needing to hit that soul totem.
Soul off the soul totem, yeah.
Ended up missing what led to that.
No, Cooper over here heading on to the Shade Skip to Blue Lake. Noodles. Good pattern on Grossmom. Alright, we'll see how their cleanup goes. Cooper, on the other hand, taking a death here, spawns the Shade for the Shade skip.
Yep. Getting 3 Geo from that husk.
Good cleanup.
Oh,
3 Geo from the husk, and Noodles with a 2 Fireball, no nail hits cleanup.
You love to see
Very
it.
good.
Okay, 1143 Blue Lake here. Going back for
one slash.
Yeah.
Very nice.
The initial 1/ setup, but going back for it and getting it, you love to see it. I mean, I assume it's probably still faster than like what I've seen from some people with like switching to 3/ after messing up the initial dash.
If you don't fall down to the bottom, I think it is faster to go again for the 1/ than to
if you
go down for the 3/.
But I also have no actual basis for that opinion, other than it seems faster.
Okay, we see on left Noodles going also for the Shade skip here.
Hoping for some good Shade luck.
1/.
Yep.
Shade luck getting up, no problems at all. We'll see whether they do Walking Storage. They do not. And
no
they just
Walking
go
Storage.
Blue Lake.
Yep. Meanwhile, Cooper entering Dream Plats. We'll see if they end up going for the early dash.
Just notice both of them do have Shaman Stone equipped, which is very good. Goes for the early dash, gets the wall jump, a little scary, but stays on and makes it up.
That movement's very weird.
Yeah. If you do fall, it's I believe around a 8-second loss, maybe a bit more.
I don't know. Like, I know like usually Dream Plats falls have been like 10 to like maybe I think my math is probably from like doing the C-Dash Dream Plats where it's like very different, but yeah, like you lose a lot of time for that.
Serially Control does get it all the way out.
Yep. Cancels the animation early and just does an inventory drop here, which is interesting to note.
It's an option. It's an interesting option. I don't believe it loses time.
I doubt it like actually matters in terms of things. It's just something I hadn't seen. Will they get the
Walking Storage here?
Oh,
nope.
They dashed the wrong way.
A little bit of time loss.
Yeah.
Not a super big deal. Noodles on the left. Going for Dream Plats. Not any big issues yet. Goes for the second platform shot for the end. Very nice. We're going into City. A bit low on soul, but I think that is enough soul, so...
Yeah, that should be good for the 2 fireballs here.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm realizing now just how much extra Geo you end up needing to make up on Vengefly King route, because, like, I've been dabbling a little in any %, and Moss Knight Geo by this point is, like, a solid 100 more. Also worth noting, Cooper here is going for King Station Seal and not Rafters. Probably a safety choice. Yeah.
With Vengefly King, it is much rarer to go for Rafters rather than King Station. But it still does take the bench, and that is very good for a race setting.
Yeah. I imagine it's probably like cleaner if you're like concerned at all about the Watcher's fight to just take Spire Bench, but that is also something that's going to take more time if things go well.
Yeah, it is.
Which is a trade-off you do have to consider
around
there.
10 seconds slower than King Station if you do decide to get King Station.
Yeah.
Doing Gorgeous Husk here, and we'll see if Noodles goes for King Station or not.
Yep. I mean, I imagine like that's the sort of thing you can also like if you're practiced enough with Rafter Seal, but you also aren't married to the idea of doing it, where you can pivot to how well that first city room goes. And if you're low enough on HP and want to just not take any chances, you just switch over.
Yeah. Definitely a choice that you have to decide on. Noodles over here knocking that enemy down. Cooper taking 2 damage to these 3 damage.
2
little
HP
scary.
here off of missing the lever skip initially.
A little scary. Probably sitting here glad that he took the bench now.
Yeah.
You see Noodles going on to...
I imagine in this setting you just heal up to full before starting Watchers, but... I don't know. Maybe you're confident enough.
Who knows?
Or like at least heal
pretty
once
confident,
here.
I believe.
I would imagine
in the Watcher Knights fight.
Okay, yeah, no, he's just gonna go for it. Heal one before, yeah, because you just have the soul too, and then trust that your first Watcher will go well, and then be able to heal one after, if you really feel the need to.
Very clean first Watcher. That was textbook.
Very good, yeah.
That was a textbook opener. Bring into the second pair. Very good at these pogo fireballs.
Yeah.
This is a treat to watch. God. Noodles on the left going over to Watcher Knights as well. Taking the bench here.
Yeah.
So we see Cooper. 3 health on the last pair.
Yeah,
3 health be an issue
shouldn't be a problem, yeah. Assuming the patterns are nice.
It's a pretty good pattern. Oh my god, these fireballs.
Missed
the last one, but
yeah.
One held a little scary. Not an issue. Not an issue. Not worried ever.
Yeah. Okay, Noodles entering on full HP because of the bench, so we're not worried about that here.
Yeah, we see Cooper here with an entire Watcher Knights fight worth of lead here.
Yeah.
See if he can keep that up.
Oof. Oh god.
Not the best pattern. Getting roll after roll. And
yeah, multiple rolls.
Not being able to capitalize on those.
And having to go catch up. Yeah. Not where you want your Watcher Knights fight to start. This is going to be really awkward. Just because of like the damage differences on each of the 2 Watchers and like the entirety of the fight now.
Yeah.
Just because of how different that will be.
We'll see how they deal with
pretty
that.
Manageable.
Nice parry, unfortunately taking hit for the second slash. And here's the awkwardness comes in. Decides to take this heal.
Yeah, taking the heal while you get the chance.
That roll.
Yeah.
Not as big of a health difference as I expected.
Yeah.
Now on the last pair here.
Last pair should be cleaner.
Down.
Oh.
1 health, a little scary.
This
is what the bench Inspire is for.
Yep.
We'll see how this turns out.
Okay, we're down to 1 Watcher.
Should be in the clear.
Yeah, this should be good. Taking the heal.
Takes a safety heal.
Yeah.
Good choice in a race setting.
Yeah, and we're good.
And there it is.
Not worried in the
Getting a heal off of Lurian. Cooper, on the other hand, on the right, taking 2 damage to that Great Health Sentry in the worst position possible.
Oh no.
Scary. Luckily, this is not Rafter skip route, so not too much to be worried about here.
Yeah, the rest of this movement should be clean enough. It's not a concern.
Yeah, definitely scary for sure, though.
Going for the elevator walking storage. Huh.
Very nice.
That's one I haven't seen in a while.
You don't see it after that 32-16, you know?
Yeah.
Alright, going up to Len, Noodles at Lurian.
Going for it here?
Oh, jeez. Those are certainly some walking storages.
Oh, that's good.
You'll absolutely love to see those. You don't see those ever.
Yeah.
Staying pretty comfy with 2279. I think that's enough Geo to do the Val skip. Wait, no, it's not. No, it's not.
We're down. Yeah, so we're probably killing.
100 off.
Okay, we're killing lever lads. We're probably gonna try and kill the people here. Yeah.
These enemies right here. We do that, and that should be enough Geo, I believe.
Yeah, that gets us 23, 25.
25, just barely enough.
Yeah.
Noodle's probably going to have to get some extra Geo as well here, sitting at 22.91 after Cooper. You better not do this to us. You better not do this to us. Getting into King Station, taking the safe route. Okay, we're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. It's fine. Everything's fine. They have a bench.
There is a bench. We have a bench in Dirtmouth. We are completely fine.
Yeah.
Doing the fireball here.
Yeah.
Very good. Noodles on the left as well.
Noodles coming down from here as opposed to taking top route?
Interesting route. Interesting routing choice.
Am I missing something?
I don't believe so.
Are they, like, also getting... Oh, that's...
Interesting routing choice. I don't think I've seen this before, but...
Okay. Give me just a second. I sure do have some alarm going off. I'll be right back.
Everyone, please pray for Violet's safety. I'm sure they're fine. I'm sure. But... Alright. While that's all going on, we have Noodles going over to Lem from the top route once again. Cooper going into Infected Crossroads up to Peaks here. Peaks, of course, a very movement-heavy area. We'll see how this goes. First off, a Walkling Storage here. Let's get that. Good chains. Getting to and going into Peaks here. You always see Noodles on the left going over to Lem. Maybe a bit of a routing mistake, but we do eventually get there. Cooper will see on the right Pogax. Pogax, very good. Alright. Noodles on the left not going for that elevator walkling storage. You never see that nowadays. For right side climb. Nice. Noodles over here, of course, taking the enemies out earlier, so we don't have the lever lads to get Geo from here. Do get some Geo in lower Spire. Make up for it. And some Essence. I have no use for it, but it's a nice good luck charm. Blessings. Bless. We're over here going into the C- room while Noodles goes into King Station. See what we have here. I believe this is about a full split's worth of difference here, since Noodles is just going into Lantern. Cooper getting C- here. All right. Violet, whose dorms just started room check via fire alarm. That is unfortunate. That is not something you want to see doing during comms, but we'll make it through. So hi, I'm Sawayoshi. I'll be your solo commentator for the rest of this race. Cooper getting C- here, Noodles going over to get Lantern. Even with all of these loads in the middle, Cooper still ahead real time. Still ahead, having a 23-21 supposed to Noodles 23-20 flat. He thinks the reroute is maybe not it, potentially not. You see both of them in Infected Crossroads, one split apart here. Who knew that commentating two screens at once was not easy? Taking one damage here, you don't want to be taking damage in the C- split if possible. Great acid skip. Alright. Let's see if we see a one cycle, not a one cycle, we're not going to be seeing it one cycle. Let's see if we see a two cycle Umu today. Let's see if Cooper gets one, and we'll see if Noodles gets one later as well. Noodles taking a heal here, going into Pogax. One cycle Umu, the new any percent strat. Let me tell you, there is not a new one cycle Umu, that's just a joke. Cooper, a little scary, going 3 health into the Umu fight, and I don't think you can get 2 heals in here. I don't know if we can get one heal in here. Oh, you can get barely one heal in. Not going to take it. Very good left side drop, but 3 health is a little bit scary. This could be the big change in momentum that Noodles needs to win. We don't get an extra Noodles going into Upper Peaks. Cooper, a little scary, does get the first cycle of the 2 cycle. Very good. 2 health without any mess ups. This should be fine. Full soul going into here. I think this is okay. No extra. Very good. It's a little far right. Yeah, not gonna get that. Gonna be a 3 cycle here. With a 3348. Not the kind of person that you see usually missing those 2 cycles. You want Noodles with the cycle to get through. Peaks! Cooper, don't do this to us! Don't do this to us! Please! Okay, there we go. 1 nail cancel, and that's all you need. Takes a heal. Very good. Getting the bulking storage. Missing the dash! Don't do this to us! Don't do this to us! I'm telling you, don't do this to us! Noodles making it through Peaks, getting C-dash. It's a bit high, but does make it up. Okay. We are out of the woods. Cooper making it all the way to Monomon. And top wall walking storage. Noodles coming back to King Station. Guess they forgot to mention Dirtmouth earlier. That all clean storage lineup, I believe, is a Cooper original. Cooper strat, if you will. Absorbing Monomon. Again, a full split difference here. Noodles getting hit on that drop, not amazing. Only 1 hit though, luckily. Archives has not been nice to the runners in these tournament races, and not giving up here, not letting up here either with that 1 health Archives twice with the 3 cycle Lumu from Cooper here. We'll see if it's any better for Noodles in a little bit. Meanwhile, Cooper heading out of Archives, going to be leaving Fog Canyon as Noodles comes in. Flying back up here. Noodles is still a 43 seconds ahead of PB. That is very good. We'll see if they can keep that up. You could see a race PB in this race here. Regardless of the outcome, we'll see whether that happens. Without a death, I don't think there really is anywhere where you can easily lose 40 seconds past Umu, so be able to see that. See them high five at the entry and exit to Archives as Cooper goes into QGA. Very clean first try and the jump out. Very good. That's what you see from the runners with 33s, 32s in this tournament, while Noodles goes into Umu here. Take a drink of water. Commentating for this song has made my throat very, very dry. I apologize, excuse me. Alright. Cooper, 4 health into Petro Arena is not what you want to really be seeing. But we'll see how this turns out. Gets the Thorn Warp. Noodles not getting that first cycle on Umu. Was looking good, maybe a little bit slow on those nail cancels, but very nicely set up for a 3 cycle. We'll see if that happens here. Cooper getting out of Queen's Gardens, going into Deep Nest here. Noodles a little bit scary on that damage, but should be completely fine here. Cooper getting a little bit of soul. Just taking the first damage of the fight. Not quite getting that 3 cycle, just barely missing out on enough damage. Does have to go for the 4th. Umu, the boss, that tells you to not despair as Umu hits Noodles once again. 2 health is not great, but we'll see how they deal with this. Should be just a couple nail hits. One nail hit away. One nail hit for that 4th cycle. Just a bit unfortunate. We see Noodles heading down into deeper archives, heading to Monomon Cooper, heading to Hera here. See if we see another fall in Distant Village, and we do not. Cooper making it very nicely in. Full soul, 3 health, 175 geo. I don't think we're going to be seeing a devout skip in this race. Alright. Noodles heading into the dream, getting Monomon here. I believe likely still on PB pace. Is Cooper okay? Okay, we are fine. I am testing the universe. Solo comms gives me unforeseen power that no one saw coming. As Cooper heads in here and gets that 35 Geo. Should be in the clear for Geo now. That 3 Geo from the husk in that at the shade skip coming in very handy here. 3 Geo over right now. Just need a lot of that. Geo from the second Devout, but we do see taking damage. 1 health, not what you want to be seeing, and there's that death. Very unfortunate. We see death in Beasten. Could be Noodles' chance to at least get a little bit back into the race. We'll see. Very unfortunate here on Cooper's end, but we'll see how this pans out at the end of the race. Not a lot of soul here, but we do kill that first Devout even with the soul deficit. 2 health. Again, let me remind people, Cooper does not have his shade right now, so if we do take a death here, that is all the Geo that we built up through the run gone. So we really don't want to take another death here. Very narrowly avoiding the double hit. And there's the shade, and we do get that Geo back now. So we're a little bit safer. Not to mention it earlier, did save the grub. Noodles on the left, having a little bit of trouble with QGA, I believe. We'll see how this pans out for them. Noodles does get the last Devout, and this is into Hera we go. Let's see on the left. Noodles a little bit of trouble with. QJ does get the C dash. We'll see if they get the wall jump, and they do, making it without a death. Not quite as clean as Cooper, but definitely still not something to be scoffed at. Takes his soul in for the heal. Gets an entire 13 soul from that enemy. Do each of the competitors know what the other is doing? It is up to their choice whether they decide to watch the runners or not. So some people know Cooper getting bad RNG on that Devout. We'll see what happens here. 1 health leaving Den is not what you want to be seeing. Might be taking this bench here. As Noodles takes out the Petras. Wally's the fireball. Oh, it's another fireball. It does hit both of them. 2 health, not great. We'll see what happens here. Cooper does take the bench. Noodles, does that hit the... No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't hit that. Hit the hazard respawn, so we'll be seeing the C-dash here. Getting some soul for a heal here. Don't want to be going through QG and you don't want to be going through QG, Beasten, Deepness, any of that at 1 health. Really want 3 if possible, but have to make do in a race setting. See Cooper on the right, going into Crossroads for the final time, going into Black Egg here. Noodles taking another hit. 2 health. Not what you want to be seeing. Let's see what happens. Another hit. 1 health. We might be seeing a Danquid out here. We won't be seeing, we won't be seeing the Deep Nest route, but we might be seeing... We won't be seeing the, Devout Skip, likely, but we might be seeing a Quit out here. No, we do get the soul here. We pick up the soul and heal instead. Also a very sound decision. Alright. On the right side, Cooper, heading into the final fight. THK. Of course, as always, want to see a lot of dashes, a lot of doubles, if possible. A lot of dashes, a lot of doubles, and as few parries as possible. There's 1 dash getting the clean double there. And 12 hits for a stagger, 9 in a combo. You want to see THK fall down to their knees for a split second here. Pretty good fight so far. Of course, the Flame Pillars on 1/1 only doing 1 damage. There's a parry. Not amazing. Alright. Go ahead, double on that. Dash back. That's, I believe, completely RNG. Going for the Scream Skip does not get it. I've never seen someone go for that Scream Skip like that before. Using up all that soul. Getting a Fountain attack. Long attack. Somewhat of a slow pattern, but it's consistent. Somewhat consistent, so... not something that you're super unhappy about. We see a second fountain here. Let's see what happens here. Noodles goes into Beast Den. Nice Scream Skip. And we get the mid-scream finish. And I believe that is a mid 35 time, a 35 3x, I think. And that is black screen. And that is time. Right here. 35-36 is the final time for Cooper. I believe with this time, yes, going to be the winner of the race, but we'll see. Noodles out to the end. Just getting through Beast Den right now. I believe still PV pace? Maybe? I'm not 100% sure on that, but... it's entirely possible that that QG brought that. Noodles is a minute behind by now. Oh no, that's unfortunate, but we'll see the race out to the end. 4 health in Beast Den, 3 health in Beast Den, I should not have spoken. Taking the heal. A bit of a marathon race safe strategy here. Get a little bit more extra soul. We're not just gonna go for it. 5 soul, 3 health going into the last devout. Not really what you want to be seeing, but we'll see how they deal with this. Backing up a little bit. It's 2 hits of soul. 1 hit. That hurts, and we see a second Beast Den death in this race. Starting up back from the start of Beast Den, going to be finishing out. Again, another death before getting the Shade back in Beast Den is going to result in a loss of all that 200 GO that they built up in this run. Expecting the Devout to open, does not open there. Really scary. Not having very much soul to work with either. There it is, there's a Devout down. Another extra 35 GO for the road. Wanted a little bit extra soul here for the heals. Does heal twice. Alright. The safety here wants to heal up to full. absolutely not risking that double hit into spikes. Alright. Climbing up here. The grub is saved, so no need to save them again. 3 health. This is the same situation that we were in last time, but with even less soul. We'll see what they do here. Going straight up to the devout. A little scary once again. And again, a death here is pretty much curtains. Losing all of that geo. Devout can also hit across that gap, which is definitely scary. Very nice getting that devout kill and finishing off with 80 geo into Hera. Second try B-stem for both players, both runners. As we do get Hera here. Might not know where their shade is. That is a possibility. We'll see if they remember to get that shade on their way out. I'm not 100% sure where they are either, but I think I have a rough idea. On the way out. Okay. So, shouldn't be an issue. And go to the right side. Does have enough geo with the shade, so doesn't need the geo rocks here. And there's the shade, and that should give more than enough geo. 242 plus 80, that's going to be 342 geo. 322 rather. Excuse me. 322, more than enough for the stag. Only need 250 here. Alright. Doing the look down bell. Look down stag. Right. Neil's coming back again to Dirtmouth, we'll see. Once again, a final trip into Crossroads, Infected Crossroads, on the way to Black Egg Temple. Giving the viewers a little bit of a minor glitch here. This is not considered a major glitch. Rocket Knight, if you C-dash into the activation box for Black Egg Temple, you just keep C-dashing. You love to see it. Going into THK, breaking those 4 chains, letting them loose onto the world. And we'll see how this fight goes on Noodles' end. All Night. Again. I want to be seeing a lot of dashes, a lot of doubles. Very nice. Don't want to be seeing too many dashes though, because if there's too many, you just don't have enough soul for those doubles all the time. But getting a lot of dashes here. Good RNG and being able to capitalize on almost all of them. Into the 2 parries. Of course, you can't have good things all the time. 3 parries in a row. 4 parries, like, you do not want to be seeing this RNG, but 5. 6! This is so many parries. Almost a 7th. An 8th? Really? Seeing so many parries in this fight. Not what you want to be seeing, but... Going into 3rd phase. Alright. 2 health, not really what you want to be seeing, especially with Scream Skip coming up, but... Alright. Scream Skip? Nope. I'm not getting the Scream Skip, but that does leave them with 2 health for this for this final segment, final phase of the fight, so a bit safer at the very least. 1 health, this is why you don't do Scream Skip. Not quite getting the kill, taking a hit. Taking a hit there, trying to go a bit aggro. Not quite doing enough damage for that kill. Gonna be going in for a second fight. Hopefully closing out the race. We won't be seeing as bad RNG this time as we see a parry to start off the fight. Alright. Couple unfortunate deaths on Noodles' side, and one unfortunate death on Cooper's side, I believe. In Beast Den. This is what races can do to runners. Stressful and also a no reset environment, which is not something that you're really used to when running usually. Second one. You get an instant fountain once again. Saw this on Cooper's side as well. The bottom left is actually, believe it or not, somewhat of a safe space. You don't see, you don't take too much damage in that bottom left corner. In contrast, the bottom right corner is a bit less safe to be in. See, another attempt at the Scream Skip, a bit late once again. 4 health, this should be much easier to work with than having only 2 going into here. And there it is. That is GG's on Noodles' end as well. Chains breaking, the entire black egg shaking as the knight absorbs the infection, and that is time. A 44-36. Exactly 9 minutes difference. Our winner today is Expo Cooper. Alright. Both Noodles and Cooper have been called for post-race interview. We'll see if both of them come in. Alright. Hello! GG's to both Noodles and Cooper.
Hello.
And
Hello.
yeah. Hello, GG's.
GG.
And yeah. First off, let's ask both of you. First off, Noodles, how did you feel about that race?
Yikes.
Yikes.
I had the chat open, and a lot of the comments were kind of funny, especially in City when I forgot where I was going.
Mm.
And then, man, that THK was this close, and then I screwed it up.
Very close. I thought you were just going aggro and trying to do all the damage that you could to finish off the fight.
Yeah, that was the idea, but skill issues.
Not quite enough to finish it off.
Yeah.
But you did get it the second time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just shows that I
Also,
need to practice more for my next match.
We still do have 4 more matches max in the Swiss round, so get another chance. We'll see how those go. Again, GG's Noodles. And yeah. Let's move on to Cooper. What did you think about the race? 感想をお願いします。
ですね。日本語でいいですか？
はい、大丈夫です。
ですね。前半が非常に良かったんですけど、ウォッチャーナイトまで良かったんですけど、後半が3サイクルからもうグダグダでした。特にビーストデンで死んでしまったのが悲しいです。
いやー、お疲れ様でした。 First half was very good. Up to even Watcher Knights was great. And then from the Umu 3 cycle it all went downhill. Especially with that Beast Then Death, and that was not amazing, but once again, very good showings from Cooper and Noodles. Again, GG's to both runners, GG's to Cooper, the winner of this race. I believe this is the first round, so 1-0 and 0-1 for each of those runners. All right. And I think that's really it. Don't really have too much else to say. So yeah. Thank you all for coming by. GG's again to the racers. Thank you, Violet, my co-coms, for the first half of the race. Unfortunately, Dorm Drill had to force Violet out, but yeah, GG's to the runners. Thank you to Violet, and thank you for Tim for restreaming, and thank you to all of you for watching this race. We still have more content to come. We'll have much more any percent tournament content in the days to come, so watch out for that. And thank you all for watching. I hope you all have a good night.
Thank you.
Thanks, GG's.